About 48 hours out from making weight at this point.
Yeah.
Starting to second guess your decision yet?
No, man, never second guess that decision. It's an incredible decision. I feel good. So it's a little rough on me, but it comes with the territory.
You had been talking about it for a while that it was a possibility, but I do wonder what finally made you decide, yes, I'm going to featherweight, because you've been so competitive at lightweight. It wasn't like you needed to necessarily reinvent yourself.
Thank you for noticing that I talked about this beforehand. People are like, oh my God, you lost to Justin and you're running to featherweights. I mean, you guys sound like some clowns. Come on. But it was the quickest way to a title shot for me. There's so much going on at the top of the lightweight division. Connor's holding it up. Tony and Khabib are going back and forth, so you never know. Even if I do knock out a couple wins, I still could not be next in line for a title shot. Nate could come back in, so they like to have it as a popularity contest rather than somebody who actually deserves it. Now, me going down to featherweight, I get 2 solid wins, and I deserve a title shot next in line, especially with my resume at 55.
No doubt. How much of a sacrifice has it been? How much of a lifestyle change has it been?
A great sacrifice, man. Extremely life-changing. I haven't had a piece of bread in like 2.5 months. Like I'm dreading this cut. But it's been good, man. It's remotivated me. It's like giving me a new spark of life. I'm definitely rededicated to the sport. My training's going a lot harder, a lot tougher, and I don't have that little time to slack off. I can't afford a cheat meal here and there. I can't afford to go sneak like a cookie or anything, or it's like some candy. I just got a strict diet, everything, time, eating right, and it's going good. I'm happy.
Are you looking at this as like a tryout almost? I mean, are you looking at it like, hey, we'll see how this works and how I feel? I mean, is there a chance that you could go, this was a terrible mistake, or do you feel like this is your future?
No, I feel like this is my future. I definitely feel like I'm going to go down here and get this title. That's what I'm setting out to do, but I'm definitely not completely done with the lightweight division. I have a plan on going back up there. I still have a few guys that I got some unfinished business with that I want some fights back, and who knows, I get that title around my waist at 145, then I get to call some shots at 55.
Very nice. You mentioned the loss to Justin. I mean, consensus fight of the year. I mean, everybody picked it. It was at MMAjunkie. It was our fight of the year. It was our round of the year. I mean, an amazing fight, right? You come up short. But do you take some pride, some sense of going, yeah, I lost that fight, but that's one of the greatest fights the sport's ever seen?
Yeah, a little bit, man. It's one of those lines where it's like, I lost. It's like, who cares? But at the same time, we put on an incredible fight, an incredible show for the fans, and I'm grateful for that and for Justin.
You took some time off afterwards. Was that by design, just to kind of recover from a tough fight like that, or why is it this long?
We were waiting to see what opponent I could get next. I actually only took a week off after that fight, believe it or not, and I just needed time for my leg to heal up. And I was so hungry and ready to get back in there and just get some training. And I didn't even wear my gloves for 2 weeks. All I did was kick and check kicks, kick and move and check kicks. That's it, man. Because that's where I kind of lost that fight, so I needed to go back in the office and work on that.
Very nice. So you get the featherweight division, the matchup they gave you, Darren Elkins. I mean, this dude had the comeback of the year last year. I mean, he's as tough as they go. So when you got that matchup, were you like, good Lord, I'm going to be in another war? Or were you excited? I mean, what was the thought?
Yeah, I was excited, man. You guys seen all the people I called out for my first featherweight fight. Everybody knows me and knows me well enough that I want the best guy possible. I want the toughest guy that's available. Who's going to fight me, sign him up. And sure enough, Darren Elkins said yes, and I'm blessed. He's a great fighter, very tough and durable, and I'm excited to go in here and have another Fight of the Year performance.
Let's say there was any part of you that was like, hey, couldn't I have gotten maybe a cupcake in here? Give me a little gimme in my first
No, man, I don't want any cupcakes, bro. I don't want any easy fights, man. I'm in this fight game to fight the best of the best and the toughest guys up there that seem unbeatable. I don't want the easy road to anything. My life hasn't been easy. Getting to the UFC has not been easy. I'm damn sure not going to take an easy road while I'm here.
Nice. For all the positives, there was the one negative. I know you were frustrated about your position on the card, being in your backyard and the thriller that you put on. Have you had a chance to talk to anybody about that and work it out, or is that still kind of a point of contention for you right now?
No, I haven't talked to anybody about it, and honestly, I don't even care at this point, man, because if I'm not getting an answer, even though I'm not looking for one, I don't think they can validate it, and that's the thing. I don't know how you can validate me not being either a co-main or a main event in my hometown. I just put on a Fight of the Year performance, and we fought for 9 minutes. You know, Darren Elkins, on the other hand, got comeback of the year. You know, he's a tough guy on a 5-fight win streak. And you got the main event and the co-main event, like why? You know, I'm here in my hometown. I'm going to bring the fans. I'm going to fill up the arena, and everybody's going to be cheering for me Sunday night. So it makes no sense to me, but hell, I'm fine with it either way. I'll take all my fans and we'll leave right after my fight's done.
So you go in with a little chip on your shoulder, be like, I'm going to show these guys they messed up.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, it sucks to be Darren Elkins, but, you know, I'm fighting more than him. You know, I'm fighting to get some more respect put on my name, and I'm fighting a bigger force.
So you touched on it a little bit, but, I mean, the goals right now is the title. Is that what you're thinking? Two big wins, and you think you can be in that discussion?
Absolutely. You know, I definitely want to get through the tough opponent, Darren Elkins, I got next, and I'm looking at, you know, who I can call out next. I think B-City or T-City or Ortega, that would be a great fight for me as well. You know, Frankie and Holloway are going to do their thing, and I don't know if he's going to want to wait until that fight or if he wants to get another fight in, but you guys know me, man. I want to fight this #1 contender fight and get to that title.
Is it exciting for you? Because, I mean, you're mentioning all those matchups, and in my head, obviously, I've never thought about you fighting those guys, but as you rattle off those names, you know, it's fresh matchups, it's fresh names. Is it kind of exciting to be like, all these new guys?
It's very exciting, man. Like I said, I fought everybody at the lightweight division, man. So I'm like, wow, I get some new blood. I get to go down here, and I'm energized and get to fight some different styles and get to see some different faces. It's incredible. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these littler guys are going to hold up to my power.
What do you think about Max? What do you think about Max Holloway?
I think he's good. I think he's a great champ, you know, but, you know, I think he's gotten away with fighting a guy that doesn't want to fight anymore. You know, he took the belt from Aldo. He didn't want to fight. He still doesn't want to fight. You know, he took that next fight with him to defend. Aldo does not want to fight in the UFC anymore. You know, he shows that with his actions. He shows that with the way he fights. And I think he's just done with the sport. So Max is a great champ. You know, he fought another great former champ, but I don't really consider those good, tough wins, you know. So we'll see how he does against Frankie.
I was going to say, you feel like this is a legitimate test.
Yeah, him and Frankie's a legitimate test. You know, ever since the lightweight, I've always felt like Frankie was, you know, one of the best guys in the lighter divisions. And, you know, he deserves to walk away with that title. And I would love to fight him down the line, yeah.
Nice. Well, it all starts on Sunday night. Of course, you got to get by Darren Elkins first. When you play this thing out in your head, are you thinking, you know, fight of the year against this guy? Or are you thinking going there and dominate? How does this thing play out?
I'm not looking to get another fight of the year because I'm not trying to get hit and get beat on like that, like I did my last fight. You know, I've always said I don't like fight of the years or fight of the nights because that means my opponent got a little best of me as well. And so I'm going for performance of the night. You know, I know he's very tough. He's going to come in here and try to take me down and pin me against the cage to try to, you know, take away my speed and my movement. But we've been working very hard in the gym to, you know, solidify that.